Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word. Today I want to talk to you about the character of Jesus. And again, we are going through the book of Matthew, and that's taken today from Matthew 17, verses 22 through 27. Okay? And again, this is talking about the character of Jesus today. Several things we want to talk about. It says this: when they came together in Galilee, he said to them, "The Son of Man is going to be delivered into the hands of men. They will kill him, and on the third day he will be raised to life." And the disciples were filled with grief. Okay, the disciples heard this. They heard it, and they were filled with grief. So obviously they heard it enough. It went into their minds enough for them to know it. When the crucifixion came about, it seems they forgot about this, that he was going to be raised from in 3 days. But anyway, Jesus, and this is not the only time Jesus told the disciples this, that he was going to be crucified, okay? That he was going to be killed. So let's keep reading here. Verse 24, after Jesus and his disciples arrived in Capernaum, the collectors of the 2 drachma tax, temple tax, came to Peter and asked, "Doesn't your teacher pay the temple tax?" Okay, let me stop right there. This tax is not something, and it's not a tax the Romans collected. This is a temple tax that you had for every man, okay? And so you paid it to the temple, and it was for the upkeep of the temple, okay? So it was kind of funny that later on, this temple tax, the Romans kind of took it, and then they used it for a pagan temple. They were using it for. But here at this time, it's a tax that is used to maintain the temple. All right. Verse 25. "Yes, he does," he replied. When Peter came into the house, Jesus was the first to speak. "What do you think, Simon?" he asked. "From whom do the kings of the earth collect duty and taxes? From their own children or from others?" "From others," Peter answered. "Then the children are exempt," Jesus said to them. "But so that we may not cause offense, go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch, open its mouth, and you will find a 4 drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours." Okay? Let me tell you a story. I like Swedish fish. Okay? This has a lot to do with today's story because we're talking about fish. Okay? So we have Swedish fish. Imagine with me, my father owns a store. Okay? And my dad says, "I got a lot of candy, so anytime you want candy, you just come in and have some. You don't have to pay for it because you're my son, rather than, me take money out of the cash register, give it to you, and then you pay for it, and then I put that money back in the cash register. Let's just cut out the middleman, and I will just, if you want candy, I'll just give you the candy. You don't have to pay for it." Okay? So anyway, I go to the store, and I go with my friends, and I say, "Hey, Dad, can I have some candy?" And he goes, yeah, you can, like normal. And I say, "You know what? I want to pay for the candy because I don't want to give my friends the bad impression that I just get everything for free, that I do, work in the store some and stuff like that." And so he goes, "Oh, well, that's fine." And so I give him the $1 for the Swedish fish, and he puts it in the thing, and that's what happens. But in reality, these Swedish fish are free to me because my dad owns the candy store. All right? In the same way, Jesus is saying, me paying the temple tax, why would I do that? It's my Father's house. But he says, so I don't offend anybody, we're going to pay the temple tax. Okay? And he says this, and he says, "Peter, I want you to go out fishing." Okay? Peter's fishing at that time was doing net fishing. They did it quite frequently. But Jesus tells him, "Go get," you can see I have my fishing pole here. Now, the fishing poles back then were not as elaborate as what they are today. So he goes out, takes the fishing pole, and he says, "You just catch one fish. The first fish you catch, in it is going to be our money that we need for the temple tax." And so God provides that whole thing. So I wanted to show you this whole passage today for the main point to show you the character of Jesus. Jesus, he has the right to do stuff, but he wants to be a good example, and so he says, I'm going to pay the temple tax, and not go, well, I'm the Son of God, so I'm not paying that temple tax. No, he does it to being a good example to the others, okay? And it's just part of the character of Jesus. You see that all throughout here. You saw it at the beginning where he lays out what's going to happen to him. And all these things, you have to read through the Gospels, you have to read all of the Bible, really, to understand the character of Jesus. And today's passage is just a little more so that we can understand the character of Jesus and who he is. You won't understand fully who Jesus is unless you're reading the Bible and understanding what the Bible says about the character of Jesus. And today is just one example of that, us reading and understanding who Jesus is. All right. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow we're going to jump into chapter 18 of Matthew. We're moving along here. Lord's blessing to you. I will see you then, and have a great day.